No, 5'6" for women is average, isn't it then?
I think so.
Yeah. So that's not bad.
I just wanted to be tall. You know, I just want to be like Amazonian. That'd be awesome.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you could always wear. It's not weird if you wear high heels.
I can't walk in them. I'm not that much of a girl. Like,
No,
no, it does not work out like that.
I always wondered what that was like. Because I try. Here's an embarrassing story. One time I tried out my mom had these high heels 'cause she was into fashion a lot. I was like, how do they walk on those? And so like I tried it and I was like, absolutely not. No, I would never be able to do that. I don't. How do you muster the foot strength for that?
Yeah, I have no idea how people wear them all the time. Like, I can wear them for like a few hours because I have to, and then I immediately change in like slippers or something.
Yeah.
But I was like, I have no idea how people do it. Like, on like the taller they go, the
The
more
stilettos,
wobbly you are.
like stilettos, yeah.
I was like, how you not falling over? People have to have great coordination. I just don't have that. Was not blessed with that.
I was about to say that I'm very discombobulated. I didn't.
100%.
You know how like when kids learn to walk, they learn how to balance themselves, and like I just like bypassed that lesson in life.
Yeah.
And into my adulthood, I had to learn how to be more coordinated. I always tell this. We always tell this story about like marching being like a weird thing. When I went in the military, like people literally like it's like they forgot how to walk because they overthought what marching was, and so like you're just walking, but like more uniformly. And people would do the robot where like they move the same hand with the same foot, and so they look like they're waddling. And I was one of those for like for like a good couple weeks before we finally got it down. And I was like, oh, this wasn't hard at all. And then I'm like in my head, this was very difficult. But yeah, I'm very discombobulated in short. So I did want to know then, what is it that you aim to be as a mom? What's your goal?
I don't know. I just want her to be happy, and I just want to be around her as much like as I can. I think that's like one thing that my goal is. Like, I'm so nervous that I'm gonna miss so much, and because I am like at work, I think it's forever because it's only 8 hours of the day, but like it's 8 hours out of her like all the time when she's like awake. So that's like really messes me up. But I don't know. I just want to be like around there and like for her as much as I can.
Yeah.
And I want her to be like just nice to people. That's all I want. I just want her not to grow up and be like a serial killer, because like that's how you know you messed up as a mom. Like, I mean, like not really. I mean, I didn't say that out loud. I'm so sorry to moms of serial killers. Like, I didn't mean to offend you, but like on the low, like, sorry. As long as she doesn't kill someone.
I don't think that it's irrational for you to say that you're afraid that you don't want her to be a serial killer.
Right?
I mean,
like,
I think that's fair.
Yeah, I'll let her do like a lot in life. Like, I'll let her do what she wants and like grow up. And I'm gonna try and be like a little less strict than like my parents were, because I kind of grew up in like a stricter household because my dad wanted to keep things kind of like the same. So like I wasn't allowed to like dye my hair, and like I always thought that was crazy. So now I'm just like, well, I'm gonna dye whatever I want. Like, so now I went crazy with it. So like I'll let her like experiment, like kind of, you know. And like there's some things like we can always like be nice and kind of like get the feel for, but I'm not gonna, you know, crazy. Like I said, like she can't be a murderer, like or a drug dealer. Like I feel like I'm gonna put like the stops there. But, like, you can't do that. Like no, like you gotta leave, and then you could do that. Then at least like make enough money to leave, and then sell drugs. Like right now, please stop.
I like how it's in there at some point, and then if you want, you could do that.
Just your own house. Like, not under. Please.
No, I don't think that's irrational. I think that's pretty reasonable. I definitely would also hope the same thing if I ever had a kid. Was
right, like,
please don't kill people. I would appreciate it.
We're setting the bar so low. Like that's all you gotta do, dude. Like I don't even care.
What is Maddie like now? Do you think she's anything like you as a kid?
Right now I kind of say she's like feral. I know it's like not great to explain your kid like that, but I say she's like just feral and crazy. She's very energetic and like hyper, and like I was very, you know, talkative and hyper, and she looks so much like Jake. It's insane.
Yeah.
But, like I pulled up a photo, and like of course there was a photo of me going through a cabinet, and it was like full of cleaners, and I was like, okay, that's Windex I'm holding in the photo. Like, but that's like same thing with Maddie. She's like over there in the closet, like pulling out the Windex stuff, and I was like, oh my gosh, no, like she's the same thing. She's just like us, and they always say they're gonna be like you, but even worse. And I was like, oh no, we're in so much trouble. Jake talks so much. This is all she's gonna do is talk. Like we are in so much trouble.
Well, I mean, it's a good and a bad, I would say. It's good in that you know, to be that social that early, I mean, they're not gonna have
100%.
they're not gonna have a problem.
She'll make all the friends. Thankfully, I don't have to make any friends like at mom classes or anything.
Right.
Like she could just have all of her friends, and I could stand in the corner and just support her. Like that's
Yeah.
great. Like good.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't have to be outgoing and make her friends, and like she can have friends because there's moms who have to do that, and I'm not that kind of person. Like I can't do that.
Yeah, no, that's reasonable. And then, do you notice any of? So you just said you mentioned a little bit that you noticed some of the behaviors that you had as a kid. So is she more like you personally, or is she more like Jake?
I don't know. Right now,
Like as a person, like
right now, I feel like she is a lot like Jake because Jake just talks loud in general. So like she'll start quietly and then she'll just be loud and think it's normal.
Yeah.
So she'll just be like yelling at us, and it's like no, just because like Jake gets excited when Jake will be talking, and they get like really into the conversation and just naturally get louder, and then she'll just like sit there and just naturally get louder, and it's like oh my gosh, and then she does the same faces that Jake does, which is like kind of creepy, but like she'll do the same little smile, and I was like oh my gosh.
You've given birth to a sequel.
Yeah, it's not the funnest.
To a part two.
No, literally.
Another one.